No, it's been 3.
3 months. Okay.
We are almost to 100 days.
Okay. I spent a lot of time out in Burns too during this.
We love little kids.
Tell me, you got a fairly nice size group gathered here. Tell me what you guys are doing here today and what the message really is about today.
Well, Angie and I came to see our husbands. That's what we came, and it was a bonus that everybody else was here because I needed the love and support. I don't know about you.
We have been feeling thankful for all of these people for a long time, and it's been just a blessing to be able to thank everybody here for all that they've done.
Yeah, we are grateful for everyone that continues to come out and doesn't stop. We're grateful for the loyalties and that they actually see the purpose, that we can't stop fighting for our liberties and for our freedoms, which is what God gave us.
And did you talk to Ammon today, or did you
I did.
Okay. How is he doing, or what was
He's very skinny. I am not happy. It was a very emotional visit. They have yet to allow us to have a contact visit.
We haven't been able to even touch our husbands for months, and it's really hard.
Hardcore criminals are treated worse than our husbands.
Better.
Sorry, better. Thank you for that. I can't think straight, obviously.
Well, it's been such a tough time for you, and when I hear you say that, that must be, when you know the kind of people he's in prison with, and for you guys, I know you feel like he's only been trying to help people, many more people.
The only thing they did do is try to educate people. It actually started out by loving their neighbor. They couldn't stand the injustices.
The Hammonds.
Yeah, the injustices that were happening. There are actually a lot of other families that are dealing with the exact same situation. The Hammonds have just been in the news most recently, but there are a lot of families this is happening to. A lot. Love your neighbor. Get to know them. Serve them. And we will find out that there is a lot more going on than we realize.
Okay. Any other messages here today, or is it kind of just about showing?
How did you feel when you found out that your husband had been chained in handcuffs down in Henderson? What was going through your mind?
I personally fell to my knees in disheartenment because it's just not right. I couldn't believe it. I almost had a hard time believing it. And then I just prayed because it's just not right. It's cruel. It is cruel. These men and women deal with criminals so often that it's just an everyday thing. I'm just doing my job. They've forgotten that these are individuals. Animals are treated better.
We treat our cattle
men.
better than these men have been treated. We don't treat our cattle this way.
So some of the things that Henderson did and some of the things that are happening here are quite like Nazi Germany,
Right.
They go in, they're chained, they're not fed.
Yeah, my husband's been, they don't call it solitary here, they call it segregation. He's been in segregation since the 9th over some extra items in his room. The men get cold, he had an extra shirt. He's been punished for that. He's been on his own. That's been really hard on him. In Henderson, they went days without eating. It's unbelievable. I cannot believe that this is our country that is happening. In 2014, they came after us with attack dogs, First Amendment zones, and snipers over some cows that they felt were overgrazing, and that's not how our range has ever been run. When my brother-in-law saw what was happening to the Hammonds, we had people from all over the country come to our aid, and he's like, I'm not just going to sit there and let my neighbor go through this.
Amen.
So that's why our husbands came up here.
And it is important to note that he went through all the legal processes that he did to try to get attention to this. He wrote letters of grievances, he had signatures, he met with the sheriff multiple times, and please, I beg you, we have chosen to not do media interviews because they pick and choose what gets put out there. And I pray that this doesn't happen. If it does,
that's why we haven't.
I will shout from the rooftops that it got cut out. They went through all legality before going to the refuge. And it is important
all the time too.
that the American
there
people
was
know
better
that.
ways to handle this. All of those ways were exhausted.
And you know what they did? They ignored every single direction. Every single direction. The sheriff set that letter of grievance aside. It was given to him again, ignored it.
Everything is immoral and unethical before God's law.
Oh yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
So what about Ryan? Because we know that he is representing himself. How the heck is someone supposed to research how to represent yourself when you don't get out of yourself except for
Well,
an
and I
hour
think
a
that's
day?
one of the reasons they put him in segregation. My husband would be a force to be reckoned with in that courtroom if they would actually allow him his due time in the library.
But they
and so
have
forth.
not been found guilty, and
They're not criminals. They don't have a criminal history. They haven't been found guilty of a crime, and they're still being treated as like hardened criminals. It's outrageous.
Is it hard for you to see or think or hope that the justice system would?
There is no justice.
So, exactly.
There's not. Yeah, we
So
don't.
you don't
End,
think
period.
that it's gonna be?
Oh no, that judge has already decided in Nevada and here their fate.
Yeah.
Our judge in Nevada, our lawyer was brought on days before it, so he didn't have very much time to prepare. He prepared amazingly, and the judge acted like it.
He wasn't even paying
He was
attention.
like he had somewhere to go. He had already decided the fate of these men.
Yeah.
And everybody witnessed it.
Yeah.
And they do
Totally.
that in every court.
Mark Callahan, do you stand by the Bundys?
I stand with them. Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes, I do.
You consider yourself a Bundy and a LaVoy?
I visited Lavoie's memorial over in the Burns area here a couple weeks ago, and I do stand with them. Yes, I do.
Thank you.
You
Thank
mean-
you so much, you guys.
You mean the
I'll
memorial
get a
that
little
they keep
video
on
of
letting
you
them
guys
tear,
out here,
letting
but I
them
can
tear
go
it down, and the deputies are protecting people tearing down the memorial? Is that